Welcome to the Downtown, brought to you by Arlington Citizen Media. I am Daryl Smith Jr., and across the internet from me is...
I am Rody John, and to my right is Avery, because Amy is on sabbatical.
So, Avery is the Arlington Citizen Media official mascot dog.
She really is. I need to take her to more breweries and more establishments.
She is a citizen of Arlington, rescued from the Arlington Animal Shelter.
True story. She
Walking
also
around eating trash before we found her, but you know,
such a street dog.
Now she's living that good life.
She is. I steer her away from trash now.
That's good. She's just old habits die hard.
Trash days are the worst days.
All right, on today's show, we talked to Dixie Baker about Luminova Holidays that is happening at Globe Life Field right now through January 3rd.
We also sit down with Kelsey Armand to tell us about the new rugby team, Dallas Jackals. They'll be playing at Globe Life Park starting this spring.
Nice. I'm excited for that.
Their kits, which is what they call their jerseys, are dope. Very cool looking. I'm
excited to see them in action. Love to make it out. Hopefully, you know, we get to go out. When do they start playing? Well, they start this spring.
They didn't give me an exact date. They're still working on the schedule. Obviously, with things that are happening in the world, things might be a little different, but I'm sure, hopefully, we were able to go to North Texas Soccer Club games. I don't know why we can't go to Jackal games, but you never know.
It'll be, you know, we'll take it a day at a time like we do now. And just like we did with Thanksgiving, you know, I had a good Thanksgiving. We ate outside. A couple people, but not a huge gathering. You know, we tried to stick with the CDC guidelines as best we could. But it was good to see, you know, my mom and my sister. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my Nana came down with the COVID. She is much better now. So she just has a low grade fever. She's good. Did not lose her taste or smell, so she's all right.
That's good.
Yeah, I just spent it with my parents, and we Skyped my brother in Canada, and
it was just Thursday.
Just a regular Thursday up there. Yeah, they had their Thanksgiving already back in October. Yeah.
Those Canadians, man, always trying to show us up with their
always doing
October Thanksgivings and their universal health care and all that stuff like that.
And then giving their people $2,000 a month, you know, whatever.
Anyway, enough about Canada. What did you get up to outside of that?
One more thing about Canada. I need someone down here to make a southern poutine. I think that if we do the poutine right, not with brown gravy, not that there's anything wrong with that. Tipsy Oak does a really good job of it. But if we do sausage white gravy, I think that's going to be great. I think crinkle fries might have to be better because it has to be something thicker and maybe a steak fry. I don't know. Something.
I was honestly talking about this with someone recently. I don't even remember who now. But talking about a southern variety of poutine that we could workshop this. We know enough chefs. We could make this happen.
We need someone in. We'll open it up to the Metroplex, but we'd like Arlington, obviously.
Arlington gets first dibs. But,
yes.
Maybe we should talk to someone like Fork in the Road or Tipsy Oak. I bet they, you know, Fork in the Road would probably do it really good.
Yeah. Maybe.
All right, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, they have pretty good gravy too. Okay, yeah. But I want to go back to what you were talking about with Dixie Baker. The Luminova Holidays is going to be amazing. Please go check it out. Buy tickets right now on luminovaholidays.com. However, here's the problem with the 3rd through the 12th. If you're not going to the National Rodeo Finals, then unfortunately you are not able to go to the Luminova Holidays. They're blocking that out because obviously it is happening at Globe Life Field. So if you do buy tickets to the rodeo finals, hey, you get to also go to the Luminova Holidays. So bonus for you. But if you just want to go Luminova Holidays, you have to wait until December 13th. So it's going to be fine. You got enough time, and those over 2 million lights aren't going anywhere for you.
2 million lights.
Almost 3 million.
That's not that, you know, the 13th is not that far away. So
really not.
And if you want to go see some rodeo, do that too.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, you already went to the PBR probably, like I did. Might as well go over to the rodeo.
Right. You're going to be a regular old, they're going to know who you are when this is over. They're going to be like, it's a rodeo. He comes to the rodeo.
It's that long-haired guy with the cool mask.
It's rodeo.
Oof. I've been called Rodeo John and...
Rody John.
Rodeo John.
I'd be down for that. I think it would be hilarious and fun.
I do own a pair of boots. I don't own a cowboy hat though, so I might want to You need to go swing.
Yeah, we definitely need to invest in that for the next time.
Yeah.
So I went to Cane Rosso.
Oh, it's open now.
Up.
Right.
It opened. We got some takeout last Friday.
I bet it was busy.
It wasn't actually that busy, which is unfortunate for them. Yeah. But there were people on the patio, and I think there were people inside. I stayed in the car. But, we got it to go. It was delicious. We got the margherita pizza, which is, kind of plain Jane, super great. And we also got the honey bastard, which is...
Ooh, yeah.
It's got, some bacon marmalade on it or something like that. And, it's delicious. It's damn good.
Right.
Get yourself one if you're over there. Go support those people. It's some damn good pizza.
Yeah. It is, from what I've heard, not open during lunch, but it is open for dinner. So
yes, yeah,
get on over there.
Open at 4 or something like that.
Right.
And we'll, I'm sure we'll try to get in touch with them too. We talked to everyone else down there, right?
Exactly. Plus, I'm having lunch with Kelly from Legal Draft tomorrow, so I'm sure she already knows the people, so we could figure something out. And then we're going to go to Tipsy Oak, so I'm sure Tipsy Oak knows something. So we'll get something
ironed out. We'll make it happen. We'll get the inside scoop on Arlington's Cane Rosso for you.
And then I'm also, I saw Brandon also the other day from Hurtado at Tipsy Oak. So, I'm sure there might be some collaboration with Cane Rosso.
Can you imagine a collaboration between all those great restaurants?
Just right. It's just a hub for trying new things and experimental. Hey, listen, if they need a guinea pig, I'm a fact.
I will also volunteer. Yeah. I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah. If I have to, then I'll eat it.
I'll eat all that delicious food that they make.
Even if there's onions on it, I'll eat it.
Dixie Baker with the Luminova Holidays. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well. So the Luminova Holidays is happening at Globe Life Fields all the way until January 3rd. Can you tell us more about how Luminova came to Globe Life Field?
Yes. So Luminova Holidays is a light experience that, we have a partnership with the Rangers. I'm actually local to North Texas, live in Fort Worth, and have been in entertainment for a long time. Yeah. And we have a great relationship with Globe Life Field, and it's their first Christmas, the brand new facility that just opened, which is just a beautiful facility that, unfortunately a lot of people, unless you were one of the lucky a lucky one to snag a World Series ticket, no one's even been inside the stadium yet to see it. And we wanted to partner with them to kick off their first, Christmas season in style. And what better way to see the venue and experience some holiday spirit than to walk through millions of dazzling lights. Exactly. So Luminova Holidays is actually taking over about 300,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor space around Globe Life Field, where we have Texas's largest outdoor ice skating rink at 10,000 square feet, larger than life light fixtures with 65-foot trees and fun reindeer and snowman. And, it's just a really fun experience to be able to get out of the house, get out of your car, and have a stroll through the holiday season in a very safe way out at Globe Life Field.
Right. Yeah, I was lucky enough to go to Game 2 of the World Series, and it's beautiful in there. I love it.
It really is, yeah.
Now, as we're recording this, Globe Life Field's about to be the host for the National Rodeo Finals. That's happening from December 3rd through the 12th. Now, you guys are going to also be included in that. Can you tell us how the tickets are working? Because people can't, unless they actually have tickets to the NRF, then they're not actually, unfortunately, going to be able to take part in the Luminova Holidays.
Right. Well, during that time, we opened the event November 20th, so a great opening weekend, and we did play run all through last holiday Thanksgiving week. But when the NFR comes in from December 3rd and 12th, Luminova our outdoor plaza space will actually become part of the NFR fan zone. So if you have your NFR ticket, we'll be closed down to the general public, but the NFR ticket holders will be able to come in and, kind of have an extension of the stadium. We'll be in our plaza. We'll have the ice skating rink opened, all of our fun vendors. We have fleshy corny dogs. We have fuzzy tacos and some other concessions that are out there. And then, of course, the NFR will have all their sponsor activations going on during that time. So it's kind of a fun shift for us from going, we have the light event, then we'll be a part of the NFR, and then starting December 13th, Luminova Holidays will open back up to the general public through the rest of the holiday season through January 3rd.
Right. So it's almost like if you get your tickets, you get a buy one, get one free. Almost.
Right, yeah. The radio fans will get a double experience.
Right. Now, you did mention that it's going to be a safe holiday experience. You are doing limited tickets every night just to make sure that people are safe and socially distant. Can you touch on what other precautions y'all are taking to keep people safe?
Yes. It was something we really thought hard on this year with doing an event, during everything that's going on. And we wanted to be able to provide something where people feel safe, they can socially distance, and really be able to still enjoy this time that everyone loves so much with their family, with their friends. And, it might not be being able to be in your home right now in an enclosed space, but you could meet up, take your family or meet up with extended family at Luminova where you will be wearing your mask and you can socially distance. And, it's maybe easier for people to wear, maybe we don't know if, Aunt Lucy wants to wear her mask inside, but when she's at our event, she's going to need to. So it kind of can make things easier on the family to be able to still see each other while safely distancing. So some things we have in process of the way we've set it up. First, there will be box office sales at the Luminova box office, so we definitely encourage everybody to buy in advance online. And we have time entries every 30 minutes just to control the entry flow and not have any line backups. And so you can just safely walk in, through regular procedures that you would if you were just going to any Rangers events. They have a no bag policy at all right now. Just so we don't have that initial contact. So that means even no clear bags, no clutches. So maybe, for girls especially, bring a jacket so you can put your lipstick and small things in pockets. So, all those things kind of help facilitate to get the line through. And we are limiting numbers per night. It's a very large facility that on an average night can hold up to 40,000 people. And we're just allowing, less than 1,000 per entry time to come in. So we really can space out. So we have the time ticketed entry. We have, mask. We're following all protocols per Tarrant County and the CDC guidelines in the state of Texas, and worked very hard with the city of Arlington and the Rangers. So, anyone over the age of 10, we do have the mask requirement. Social distancing will be enforced. We have hand washing stations and sanitizing stations all throughout the facility. So at your own comfort and leisure, you can be sure to use that freely as you wish. We have other safety measures in place. So our light experience itself, which is the inside part in the Rangers concourse, we've set it up to where everyone's walking in a one-way directional path. So you go up and you'll take a complete 360-degree tour, a walk-through stroll of the light experience up on the upper concourse. So you can even peek over and check down in to the stadium and see the amazing facility while you're walking through the lights. But everyone will be going in the same direction. And for those that haven't been to the facility, it's, even though you're inside a facility, you feel like you're outside. It's 60-foot ceilings, large open, spaces throughout the concourse. So everyone's walking in a one-way directional path. So you don't have people crossing both directions, and you can kind of go at your pace. You can go as fast as you want. You can go as slow as you want. Most people take maybe about 45 minutes to walk it, but there could be, depending on how many pictures you want to take and stop.
Sure.
And is about how fast you can walk it. Some people take an hour. Some people go a little quicker. We have all the staff there. Like I mentioned, the hand sanitizing and washing stations, but we also have staff that's there constantly cleaning any high touch points. So we have these fun swings that, are getting cleaned after uses. We have a great fun train that you can ride. We actually have 2 trains. So as one's being operated, the other one's being cleaned. So, any high touch points, we're always cleaning with the great staff that's working with us out at Rangers Stadium. And then we also have processes in place for areas that might have a lineup, like say for Santa. There's no need to make a reservation in advance online for Santa, but once you're there, if the line starts to get long, we do have a texting system where you can go and sign up and then, kind of walk around the experience a little longer. And once you get your text, you can go back and get into the line for Santa. So, we definitely made it. We want people to feel safe and comfortable. And so far with the couple of weeks that we have been open, it's great to see that people are feeling that way and that they feel like they have a lot of space. They've been able to distance out, and I've seen a lot of people using the hand washing station. So we're real happy that we're able to offer something to people where they feel safe and can get out and enjoy the holiday season.
Right, it's true, because this year, as if anybody doesn't know, it's been a weird year. So I think that this is good for everybody because they're able to still get out, be safe, and still really enjoy the holiday season because, this whole year hasn't been the best. So we need something to help us feel better and get us more in the mood. Even if you're not a big Christmas fan, if you're not a fan of over 2 million lights, in just Santa and trains and a big ice skating rink, then, you might need to start getting your head checked or maybe see what happens, how things are going.
And if not, maybe they're just a baseball fan, and it's a great way to get a tour of the stadium.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's so many little things in that ballpark that I love so much. There's one thing that I'm not a fan of, but it's not, it's not my choice, but it's okay. It's beer related, so it's not completely the Rangers.
They don't have your beer of choice on hand, I guess. I take it.
My only issue is that there's a Karbach shed where they're selling, Karbach beer, which Karbach makes really good beer. The problem is they're out of Houston. So, and considering we have at least 50 breweries in the Metroplex, I feel like we could, do a little better job of highlighting.
Support local.
Exactly. Thank you. That's my thought process, but I understand how big beer money works, so it's okay. You mentioned that you guys have Santa, 2 trains, the biggest skating rink, but you also have some surprise performers that are happening throughout this. Could you give us a hint as to some of these entertainers and performers that could be showing up?
Yeah, well, it's just some fun things to kind of keep the holiday spirit going. Depending on the night, I guess you don't really know what you'll see, but just from carolers and stilt walkers, we've had some live reindeer displays pop up for outside just to kind of have some fun interaction. And just, to kind of, again, just bring in the holiday spirit in any way we can. So those are just some kind of fun things. You never know. There could be a princess a popular princess that might show up here and there. So we kind of have some different things that might be roaming around each night. And depending on which night you come, I guess you really never know what you're going to get.
I like that. That's great because it's even more incentive to come out maybe every night if you can.
Yeah, we definitely have people that have returned. It seems people are just looking for something to do right now. And unfortunately, there's a lot less than there are in other years with traditions of going to see the Nutcracker and other beautiful entertainment things that, I've been in entertainment for a long time. And it's just exciting to see anyone who's able to do something this year. We're all just rooting for each other. It's just one of those things. We want people to be able to enjoy entertainment and come out safely and do it in any way that we can make it happen. We're all rooting for each other right now.
Yeah, it is true. I like that. It used to be one of those things where it was a kind of friendly competition as to who can steal people's attention and away from doing this one night and then doing this another night. But now everyone's like, yeah, go do this because, we need to support everybody that's local, entertaining. And, a lot of these venues are still hurting from what has been going on earlier in the year with the lockdowns and everything like that. So it's good to see that.
A lot of them are. And that's another thing that, just, doing this event, we're able to, supply over 180 jobs throughout some, with like the staff workers that have been, that normally have baseball season and all, the ushers and everyone, so it's also, not only is it something that we want to allow for everyone in North Texas to be able to come and enjoy a little holiday spirit. I mean, it's just something more that it gives opportunities for those that haven't been able to find jobs to, have a little bit of work as well during this holiday time when they're trying to create their own family experiences.
Right, exactly. So we have a segment on the show called Tournament of Toppings. We're trying to find the best pizza in Arlington. What is your favorite pizza place?
Ooh, I'm a fan of Blaze. I like Blaze pizza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like to make my own, depending on what I'm in the mood for, I like to be able to throw a little, I love a little jalapeno pineapple mix and different things, so I like the Blaze format where you can kind of make your own. That's fun.
Yeah. That's good. Plus, the wood fire pizza. It gives it, the crust, a nice little extraness to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if people want to buy tickets online and follow you guys on social media, how can they do so?
Yeah, you can go to luminovaholidays.com, and there you'll find all the information about the show. We have an FAQ page for any questions that you might have, and then a support line if you have others. We have the calendar there for all of our ticket times and pricing listing. We do have senior, military, all EMS, police, fire, discounts for that. And then we have kids and adult pricing too. So all that information can be found at luminovaholidays.com. That's
great. Well, thank you, Dixie. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to going out there and seeing everything that's going on.
Yeah, thanks, John. We look forward to having you.
Here with Kelsey Armand with the Dallas Jackals, DFW's newest rugby team. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Glad it's Wednesday and we're chugging along.
Exactly. It's hump day. We're halfway there. So on June 5th, the Dallas Jackals have been announced as the newest expansion team for the Major League Rugby. MLR will start its fourth season on March 20th. What can fans look forward to?
Really a wide range of kind of new things to come to DFW. Rugby is pretty prevalent in DFW, believe it or not. A lot of people don't know that. There's about 25 teams.
Wow.
But we're going to bring a higher caliber, kind of a different environment than those current clubs. More professional, more, upbeat, professional for sure. It'd be similar to going to, whatever, a Mavs game, for example. So we're looking at bringing that kind of environment, but with rugby, which is kind of new for Dallas.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because obviously Texas here, we all know how football works. But with that, the sport of rugby does date back to the 1800s and is roughly where American football spun off from. For those who don't know about the sport, could you tell us a little more about the sport and the rules?
Absolutely. So it goes along, to put it simply, it's kind of a good combination of soccer and football. Mm-hmm. The positions are numbered by their position, so similar to how soccer used to. It kind of has the same rules as that where, I guess it's a little more closer to football, and you can only pass backwards, which kind of seems counterintuitive. So you can only pass the ball backwards. You can kick forward. So it's very methodical and strategical in that way that it's a really team effort to be able to move the ball down the field to be able to score a try. But those are the two sports that it's pretty close to. And just like you said, it did stem from a soccer game actually way back when, whenever William Webb, I believe his name was he picked up the ball and ran with it. And that's when rugby was founded. So it kind of stems from those two and is a good combination.
Right. And on your website and through your social media, you guys have done a pretty good job about trying to inform people about, their called matches, like you said, and then they're just the different lingo that they may not know because, like you said, rugby is not as prevalent as, American football or European football is over here as well.
Exactly. So most of the people, including myself and our staff, we're actually all new to rugby. I actually a month before I started here is whenever I started learning rugby. so we're kind of all in the same boat. So we know what boat most people in Dallas are in. Mm-hmm. So we kind of know what we need to teach them, which is nice that we know what to teach them, but at times it'd be great if we kind of knew sometimes, we're learning along with people. So it's, the lingo of that it's a match instead of a game, it's a pitch instead of a field. It's, a try is equal to a touchdown. It's those kind of comparisons that we're trying to make for people to make it easier for them to learn.
Right. Like I have no background in rugby other than knowing that anytime I see the guys over in Australia or New Zealand or Europe, they are just very big guys and there are no pads and they are very tough.
Yes. Yes. Rugby is known for being pretty tough sport with, pretty large guys, as you said, they're big guys hitting each other hard. One thing that people don't usually know about rugby is, yes, it can be violent and they don't have pads, but it's actually in general safer than football because of the tackling strategies that they do use and teach. They teach tackling strategies that focus on, not hitting above the shoulders, the head area, and tackling in a way that won't cause injuries as often to the opponents.
Right, exactly. I mean, as much as they're going out to beat the other team, they're all still friends and they'll have a pint afterwards, so they're not trying to kill each other.
Exactly, yeah. One huge tradition that we're going to take part in actually also is a post-game meal, dinner, whatever you want to call it, that brings together both the teams and the officials. So it kind of gives that camaraderie feel that rugby is kind of known for. And in that, we're going to be inviting some fans into that as a, into the game experience that can be added on.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a big hit for sure.
Without a doubt. So the Dallas Jackals will be playing at Globe Life Park here in Arlington. How did that partnership come together?
It was kind of a built-in kind of partnership at the beginning for us, since part of our ownership. Our ownership is part Donnie Nelson and part Neil Liebman, who Neil Liebman is part ownership of the Rangers. So it kind of was a built-in kind of partnership there that for the first few years until we are able to, get our own stadium that we're going to play in Arlington. So it's a great stadium. Obviously, it kind of brings inherent history for us since obviously the Renegades and the Rangers. So it kind of brings that history for us already that people want to go to that stadium. But it was also kind of built into our ownership in the beginning. That was kind of nice.
Very nice. When is the actual first home game? So I know the schedule that I've seen has not been released yet. Do we have an actual first home game? Or?
We do not have an actual first home date yet. We're hoping in the next few weeks to get, a nailed down schedule. They're still kind of working on, the best travel plans. It's still COVID, as a concern, kind of working through all those details. But season will start March 20th. And then from there, it kind of depends on if we start at home or away.
There we go.
So it'll be once a week and then mostly Saturday games from then on.
Oh, that's even better then.
Mm-hmm.
So the MLR is headquartered in Dallas. Why the wait on bringing a team here?
It's kind of been in the works for a couple of years. There was a group that tried to bring them in, an MLR Dallas team in 2017 whenever the league was founded, with their inaugural season being 2018. It just wasn't the right time with that group. Things kind of the timeline wasn't correct. So they kind of decided to push it back to be able to make it what they knew it could be. With the group and the timing, it just wasn't going to pan out to what they were hoping it would be. So they decided to push it back just for the betterment of the franchise in general. And then once Donnie got on board to be ownership, that's kind of when it got, started picking up. And that's when they decided 2020 was going to be the year of announcement. And we kind of hit the ground running from there.
Perfect. I love it. So we have a segment on the show called Tournament of Toppings. I don't know how much time you spend in Arlington, but we're looking for the best pizza in Arlington. Do you have a favorite pizza place in Arlington? If not, where are you located that you have a favorite pizza place there?
I have not been to many pizza places in Arlington. Before this, I was with the Texas Air Hogs in Grand Prairie. I spent quite a bit of time on that side, but more so in Grand Prairie than Arlington. Well, and then actually before Air Hogs, I worked for Texas Live. So I was kind of there, but we always just ate at Texas Live and not other places. But I'm from Mesquite. So I would say growing up in Mesquite, there's a place called Joe's Pizza and Pasta, and they have great pizza there.
I think almost every city has some sort of a Joe's that they do make amazing pizza.
Yes.
We have at least two. One of them makes incredible pizza. The other one I haven't tried yet, but
Okay.
need to try them out. So if people want to learn more about the team, buy some merchandise, sign up to buy tickets later, where can they do so?
So our website is dallasjackals.com, and from there you can get to our team shop. We have a good amount of merch right now, T-shirts, hats, some breast cancer charitable items right now. They're on there through October. We have a new line coming out kind of mid-November, kind of the winter wear that will come out then. We're not taking season ticket deposits yet, but will be in probably the next month. So that information will be out somewhat soon about that. And then from there, probably right after the new year, we'll start, selling single game tickets and kind of moving on with that side of things.
Right. And if they want to follow the Dallas Jackals on social media, is it Dallas Jackals all the way around?
Yes, at Dallas Jackals everywhere.
There we go. Well, Kelsey, I appreciate it, and I look forward to watching a match with you sometime.
Awesome. Yep, we would love to have you out.
Awesome. And yeah, we'll show you some pizza places while you're at it.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Dixie and Kelsey. Great sitting down and talking to you guys. Great sitting down and talking to you all about, rugby and Luminova Holidays. Exciting things in store for the city of Arlington.
Yep.
What day is it? It is the first early voting for the last Arlington City Council race.
Oh.
District 7. There was a runoff between Victoria and I believe Antoine.
Okay.
Early voting is the first, now through the 4th. No, not through the 5th.
Okay.
And election day is December 8th.
Where
Get
can
out there
people
and vote? District 7's citywide.
Okay. So where people can vote in their normal voting locations?
On Tuesday, yes. I think that the Arlington locations for early voting are the Sub Courthouse in close to downtown, LZ Odom. There's some others, but LZ Odom, Sub Courthouse, and probably I don't know. Just check it out on the City of Arlington website. I know it's out there. I should have prepared better, and I apologize. But go out there and figure it out. Go be an informed citizen.
Yeah, go check it out, and then also check out who you're voting for. Do your research while you're already out there checking out where you need to vote. Yes. Also,
couple things to look out for.
What was that?
So I was just going to go into the calendar.
Oh, yes. And also, while you're at it, don't forget Luminova, like we talked about earlier. Thank you again, Dixie, for coming on. Sorry for my hot take about the new ballpark. I just think local breweries need to be spotlighted instead of a Houston one. But hey, what do I know? Luminova is happening, however, at Globe Life Field now through January 3rd. Again, December 3rd through the 12th. It is only for the National Rodeo Finals, people. But it's going to be okay because you can get your tickets at LumiNovaHolidays.com.
Every Monday night is trivia night at Dr. Jekyll's in Pantego. So come out, fill up that growler and do some trivia.
Lots of local good beer on tap there, unlike at Globe Life Field.
Globe Life Field.
Also, this Thursday, which is going to be tomorrow for you, I am hosting the open mic at Grounds and Gold from 5 to 7 p.m. If you do still want to sign up, make sure to check them out on Facebook, Grounds and Gold, obviously. And I believe it's going to be every 2 weeks, so we would have another one before the end of the year. So Thursday should be fun. I'm going to try a couple new jokes, so we'll see how that one works out.
They looked really great. I looked. You sent a bunch of snaps and a bunch of.
Yep.
I saw some video and stuff, so it looked really fun. It looked like everyone was having a really good time.
We had an 11-year-old performing. 11 years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything like that at 11 years old. And this guy's playing guitar. Not only that, his sound went out and continued to play. So he already knows.
He's already a pro, man.
Shows
that happened to me, I'd have been like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Did I break it? What happened? Is it me?
Kid. Good for that kid.
Yeah. But also,
all right. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, while you're out there, make sure to go out and eat local, drink local, and
go rediscover your city.
Tag us and send those pictures over to us on Facebook, Arlington Citizen Media, Twitter, ATX Citizen Media. Tag us on Instagram, Arlington Citizen Media, and send those pictures the old-fashioned way. Email arlingtoncitizenmedia@gmail.com. Also go to our website, www.arlingtoncitizenmedia.com. Don't forget to subscribe and give those 5-star reviews of the Downtown at Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and also hit us on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and YouTube.